Hi, thank you for stopping through the My Reader Minutes. To all who are new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. I'm not going to take much of your time. As a matter of fact, I'm only going to take a My Reader Minute. And I promise you, I won't Diddy you to death, but Diddy is the trending topic these days. But this Diddy stuff has legs. Okay, I'm here to talk to you about his son. Now, mind you, I feel like Christian King Combs, whatever his name is, Little Diddy, all he had was his dad once his mom passed away. So I fault Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Love 100% on why this has come to pass for Christian Combs. You know how kids are, children are. First of all, he probably looked up to his daddy anyway. He wielded all this power. You know, that atmosphere is attractive and alluring. And you know how kids are about their daddy. He could be the worst person in the world. He don't see that, right? So in my train of thought, I'm thinking that probably Christian growing up around Diddy as he did, um, emulated him. And then, of course, that he has his DNA. So it wasn't hard to pick up some of his traits because he probably was born with them. Okay, so looked like under the illusion of the Combs family going out on this traditional family yachting trip, it was some carrying on going on. And I think Little Rod, the producer of, or one of the producers of Diddy's Love album, kind of captured this in his filing as well. But Christian Combs has a suit filed against him as well. Same scenario based. Didn't go as far as Cassie's, but the premise is there. So this woman filed suit, a civil suit against Diddy's son, and she starts to speak out after P. Diddy got arrested. The lawyer of the woman who filed a civil suit against Sean Diddy Combs' youngest son, Christian King Combs, has spoken out against the rapper's arrest via a statement from her lawyer. Her name is Grace McCargay. Accused King, who's 26, of sexually assaulting her while she was working on a yacht in 2022 via the lawsuit filed in April of this year, 2024. After Diddy was taken into custody this week, her lawyer, Rodney Diggs, described the arrest as the first step towards justice in a statement provided to Us Weekly on September the 18th. The long awaited federal arrest of Sean Combs is the first step for our clients receiving justice, Diggs said in the statement. We leave the criminal aspect of this case in the hands of the people and justice system. As for the civil cases, we await our time for the facts to reveal themselves and seek the justice our client deserves. He added, we also anticipate more victims coming forward. We knew that this was coming. The evidence is very clear, and it was only a matter of time. This is an important step towards justice for all of Mr. Combs' victims, including my clients. Justice will prevail. So I remember, I think in Little Rod's statement, how he outlined this. And I want to say it might have been another article that I read or heard that this lady Grace was working the yacht under the pretense that this was like a just a family outing. Anyway, there was a studio, I want to say, on this yacht. So they were in the studio. Christian Combs, I guess, was in the studio and he was partying. They had drinks. Drinks are always flowing, it seemed like, at these events. And he wanted Grace, to my recollection, allegedly, he wanted Grace, allegedly, to take a shot with him. And her thing was like, no, I'm working, da 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 da. And evidently, he wasn't taking no for an answer. He wanted her to take a shot with him, and I guess, I don't know if you ever see, I guess, Below Deck, that show that comes on Bravo. The people on or that's a part of the crew, their main goal is to appease the guests on the boat, right? To a certain extent. And she didn't want to ruffle any feathers. This is this lady's livelihood, okay? And she didn't want anything reported back saying she was being insubordinate. Because if he had gone back to the captain could have said, you're no longer going to be on these boats. This is, a prerequisite to manning and being a part of the crew of other future tours. Okay. So you have to keep all that in mind. So her thing is, with respectfully, she was declining taking a drink with him. She basically said, I'm getting ready to get off, shift, this, that, and the other. She didn't want to take a drink. He was very adamant about her taking this drink. So she goes ahead and she starts to take a sip. Well, almost instantaneously, she felt that it was more stuff in this drink than meets the eye. Okay. It wasn't just whatever was supposed to be in the said bottle of alcohol, because she felt woozy. She felt like she wanted to pass out. And he ordered her, or demanded her, maybe to take another one. Her thing was like, no, you take one. He wouldn't drink it. What? You want me to take a shot with you, but you don't want to take a sip of what you're offering me? And, I think he kind of like, you know, pulled up on her and kind of like, was grabbing on her and things. And she had to kind of try to like fight him off, to the point where it got a little physical and she had some bruises, to my recollection. And this is coming from Christian Combs, not his daddy. So, Christian, your behavior makes me think that you've been a part of some of these festivities with your daddy. And if you haven't been a willing participant, you've watched your dad and how he has behaved in these same environments, these FOs, freak offs. And it's really a shame, because it is a learned behavior. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's really sad. He's only 26. A lawsuit by lawyers April 4th in Los Angeles County Superior Court alleged that Diddy's son, King, actually assaulted Omega, or whatever her name is, Marque, who was 25, while she was working on the yacht. The papers alleged the working environment had been sold as a wholesome family excursion. King was also accused of sexual harassment and infliction of emotional distress in the lawsuit. Diddy was sued in the same suit for premises liability for chartering the yacht and for aiding and abetting King in the alleged assault. Days later, a lawyer for Diddy and King hit back at reports and slammed one of the lawyers representing Grace. King broke his silence in the matter on March 29th, days after he was detained and later released by law enforcement. He posted a message via Snapchat that read, "Stop with the cap," with an emoji of a cat, using the slang term of cat meaning lion. Um, First of all, he's a child still, child minded. He's been, I want to say, he's been sheltered from the real world. He has no clue what he's up against. He's about to find out. I don't know if he has any money though. So the civil suit is the civil suit against Diddy, maybe, because that's where the money resides. Because Christian ain't had no job. I don't know what he does. He has. I mean, I guess he has a somewhat rapping career, but I heard the diss track that he made towards the federal government. Might as well say, saying that he had gone to the wrong house and everything. Yeah, that was trash. He sounded horrible. Just saying. But yeah, this thing has legs, y'all. And I'm mighty afraid that it don't look good for Christian Combs either, especially when all these allegations have come out about his dad. His dad is sitting in there. All they're gonna do is relate the two, and that's it. That's done deal. Ain't too much this lawyer is gonna have to present because all they have to do is use some of the same evidence being used in Little Rod's file suit. Because I think Little Rod mentioned on there about him, he was pushing up on this lady. So it don't look good. But I blame Diddy. Diddy has messed up a lot of people's lives. Not just um his family's lives, but I mean his work, his employees. He employed a lot of people. He's employed a lot of people. They don't know where their next check is coming from, but they abetted him, aided and abetted him. So they should have saw this coming and should have had their sights on other avenues before this actually broke down. I'm assuming they did not expect for this to go down like this at this juncture. For those of them that are not going along with him in the slammer, I will hope that they were in the process of finding work elsewhere because this cash cow is going down. Like this video. Like this video, y'all. I don't know what else to say. This whole thing is a mess. And yeah, I'm assuming with Christian Combs not having any um prior, to my knowledge, any prior incidences, any prior um things on his record, he'll probably get slapped with a probation. Um but the civil suit, he will be sued. Well, his dad and will probably get sued on his behalf, but because I don't think he has anything, and whatever he has is probably locked up in trust somewhere. So, anywho, please like, share, and subscribe. Everyone, be blessed. Peace.